South Sudan, as the youngest nation in Africa and in the world, faces a significant barrier was lack of one unified platform that brings all educational information and resources under one single ecosystem. And this is the problem that I'm solving with EduPortal-South Sudan. With you here, I'm by the name Solomon Tiongrang, and I'm going to walk you through the project's build to solve the problem of fragmented information about education and resources in South Sudan. I'm going to start by logging in as an administrator of the system, and the system is designed to be used by six intended users of the system, with one of them being learners, which happen to be pupils or students, and second of them happen to be parents, and third of them happen to be teachers. Most of them happen to be school administrators who manage the profile of their school, contents, uploading scholarship, and admission requirement, and so forth. And the fifth of them is NGO officer, who also happen to be an administrator of the system on the side of organization, managing the contents of their organization in the platform. And the last of them, six of them, is the overall administrator, which take control of the system, managing the account of the users, content that has been posted for approval in the system. From now, I'm going to log in as an administrator of the system. I'm going to sign up using my Google account because I already created an account earlier. And for someone who happen to be new, you can create an account whereby you will be required to fill up some information for you to set up your account. After setting up your account, you'll be able to see the content within the system. Now, if I logged in as an administrator of the system, I will be able to see some pictures of functionalities within the system that administrator of the system can play with pending material where material that has been sent by either a school admin or NGOs admin or teachers can be pictured, pending announcement as well, pending scholarship, and the registered number of users. And those are 7 as per now because have been using 7 number of people to test the system since the beginning of production up to now as I'm recording it. And under those cards, we have where we can approve materials, announcement, and scholarship, schools, NGOs, partnered organization. We have users whereby we can see the users within the system, the users that has already been registered. We have application where we can also track the application that has been submitted by the student from the application that are within the system. We have analytics whereby we can be able to see the overall snapshots of all the things that are happening within the system for the administrator to oversee and manage the activities that are being played within the system. The school, whereby school can be onboarded or school can be pictured for the school that has already been verified or approved by the administrator of the system. We also have NGO where NGOs can also be onboarded. NGOs that has already been onboarded can be pictured as well. As you are seeing, Select Nexus Creative is one of the organizations that has already been onboarded into the system. We are partnered organization where organizations who are our partners can be onboarded into the system, and organization that has already been onboarded can be pictured as well. We have the audit logs where we can see the logs of all the users of the system, and the tool where the administrator of the system can see the backup information for the users of the system and the overall content of the system. On the sidebar of the system, the administrator has a profile functionality. A profile functionality is where an administrator can upload his profile picture, update his information, and has a setting as well, or she can manipulate some kind of information to disable push notification, set preferences, or change the password or deactivate the account. Those are the things that an administrator of the system can play within the system. At the moment, I'm going to log in as a school admin to show you what the school admin can do on the side of the school. I'm going to proceed by logging in as an administrator, as a school admin using the Google account, because I've already presented to you earlier that if you don't have an account, you can just proceed by creating an account or using your Google account. Now I'm selecting school admin because that is where I'm going to fill up or send the information for my school to be approved. Now on the sidebar, you will see a lot of pictures, dashboard, explore institution, learning resources or material, announcement. The school dashboard is where the school admin will be able to send the information about the school for the school to be approved by the administrator of the school. You will also mention the state where the school is located. You will also have to add the school registration number, that it is primary or secondary education. I'm going to put secondary education. In which county, in those states that were mentioned earlier, Bur County, year it was established, 2015. After that, I will send this message for approval, and now it has been sent. Everything, the information has not yet been filled up by the school admin. I will first come back here to the admin panel, where the admin panel can be able to approve the school. Now, the number of registered users were 7 before, but now it has changed to 8 because I've registered one school that has been pictured on the admin panel of the system. Now I will go to the school directly. An administrator of the system can view the information about the school which need approvals and then approves it. Once approved, I will come back to the administrator admin panel of the school. I will have to fill up the information for the school capacity, 1,500, the total number of students enrolled as per now, 500, and then the contact information. I will put the name, Dembol Manyok, and then his email, the telephone number. For the description, let me copy this information for me to speed up. Just paste like that. The working hours of the school start from 7 a.m., 7:00 a.m., 7:00 a.m., and then closing hours, 4:00, let me say 4:00 a.m., 4:00 p.m. Working days start from Monday up to Friday. The physical address of the school, let me say it Isora. Let me upload the logo for the school. The subjects that are available within the school, let me just come and copy them here. The mission for the school, let me put the same year under vision. Let me put the same year under core values. For the age is optional, so long you reach high school from senior 1 to senior 4. Choose the structure, let me put the same information. How to apply, let me put the same information. Admission requirement, let me put the same information. Here teacher detail, then Solomon Agis. Teaching staff accounts, 20 teachers. And then the classrooms will be 20 classroom. The school also has a library, laboratory, sport facilities, electricity, water, and sanitation. The extracurricular activities for the school include sport clubs, arts and culture, academics club, student government, and I can also add debate club and save the changes that I've made. Right now, I will log in as a student for me to see the number of school registered, to have the right information about the school so that I will be able to have the right choice of making a good decision for the school that I can choose based on the school background and the school information. Now, I will come to the Explore institution where I will be able to see the school that I registered. But College High School was the school that I registered. Now, if I come to details stayed inside the portal where I will have to see the full detail. I will just press full profile. If I press full profile, I will be able to see all the information about the school, where I will be able to have access to all the things that I need about the school. That will enable me to make the right decision. If I'm really fascinated by the school activities and all the school information or background, I can just save it to my bookmark as a student. That content will be pictured in my bookmark as one of the content that I'm really fascinated. These were some of the schools that were registered, but they were deleted as well. That's why they are showing up like this. But right now, the school that I just added is here. If I'm to build the profile, I can just build the profile like that. So a student also can have access to scholarship, can just come to the scholarship page where you can also maybe display them in cards or in list view. The list view is where the student will be able to see the full detail. If there's a video attached to the scholarship information, you will have to press watch video and more information. And this is the video that is also attached to the scholarship information about the organization who posted the scholarship into the system. Now, a student can be able to have is all the things needed for him or her to apply for that specific scholarship. If the student is also interested in adding the school into his or her bookmark contents, then he or she can just save it with the button and then maybe come back to bookmark where he or she can still come and see the scholarship that he has added into the bookmark content, can remove it and can apply for it here. So announcement page is where the student can see the announcement that has been made. Announcement are always buried. There's announcement that is urgent, and there's announcement that is high. There's announcement that is also normal. And the announcement that is urgent is an announcement that really need an attention with the immediate effects. And the announcement that is high is an announcement that is intermediate, kinda in the middle. It's not hygiene and it's not normal. So you have to also pay attention for it. Unless it is something that is normal. Explore institution I presented to you earlier. And other things that the student has is my profile, where he or she can set up his or her profile, account setting where he or she can maybe do some manipulation with the setting. And now if I log in as the teacher, a teacher also has access to uploading contents, learning material, whether videos, teacher guides, note, all those things. And a teacher can come to the learning resource page where he or she can just come and post the content as I did before with the signing up or filling up of the school information background. And these are the same pictures that a teacher is or our site dashboard, where every snapshot of all the things, all the content will be featured in the dashboard. Explore institution, where all the institution will also be featured. Learning resources, where learning resources that has been uploaded into the system can be featured. And announcements that are within the system can be available to have so that people can access them. And a teacher can have a profile and a setting as well. If I happen to be a parent, I can have access to all the content as well, except bookmarking the content into, except marking contents into my bookmark, because a parent cannot do that. And these are the thing, this is the dashboard for the parent, and the parent has every information to see about the things that are happening within the system, learning material, and then explore institutions and scholarship page, announcement page, where announcement made can be available to the parent to go and encourage his or her children for them to take advantage of the resources that has been pictured. In similar, an administrator for the organization also happen to play the same roles as the administrator for the school. And this is how they have similar role. Yes, they're different is because the administrator is coming from this institution, the other administrator is coming from the organization. That is how the bar is. And all of them, they are playing the same role. Their school profile or institution profile or organization profile, they upload content, the post announcement, and then float learning material as well. These all things are always available to students, parents, and other beneficiaries of the system that has been designed. As I mentioned earlier, that this system is used by six intended users. At the moment, this brings us to the end of EduPortal platform. And this EduPortal platform brings all educational information, resources, and material under one single ecosystem that makes education more faster and quality education being delivered across the nationwide, that the underprivileged or remote areas where students or learners are far from getting the right education can have access to them. And this makes the education more. Thank you all.